Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am reviewing the new NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I mean, it came out a year ago, but I've on a backlog of videos that I have to film since coming back to YouTube after having my baby. If you guys want to know what my opinions are on this foundation, or if you guys want to see shade comparisons or a 7-hour wear test, then keep watching. I'm finally able to review the new NARS. I mean, is it still new? I've had this for over a year and I haven't even tried it because I bought it just to film a review for you guys, and then I was hoping I would film it while I was pregnant, and then it didn't work out, and then I was hoping I'd film it after pregnancy when I got back into filming, and oh my gosh, 9 months later, here we are. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I grabbed the shade medium 3.5 in Vanuatu. So I had Barcelona in the soft matte foundation, which works. However, it's a bit light on some areas, especially around my pigmentation, so I really bronze up with it. I've also tried Aruba in the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. By the way, I filmed reviews on all of the other ones, so if you guys want to watch those, I'll try to link it in my description box. My OG shade used to be Syracuse, which was medium dark, and the sheer glow, oh my gosh, the OGs, no. Anyway, so I'll do my usual shade comparisons, but I won't do as many because it's just too much. And I've gotten rid of a lot of my foundations, the ones that were kind of, I guess, expired. I'll just swatch a few. However, I'll pop the rest of my shade comparisons in the description box because I know that's what my videos are known for. I'll start off with the NARS and I'll just do some swatches on my face. Ooh, was not expecting. Is this always just meant to be like this? Did mine fall off? Is it meant to be like something on the other end of this? I don't know. Or is it just meant to have a pump? Because, oh wait, hold on. Oh, flip. I'm so confused. I think, oh flip, now it's gone messy. Is there an internal lid to that? We're off to a great start. We'll just run with it. That's the NARS one, which to be honest doesn't look too bad. I can work with this. And that was the shade Vanuatu, I believe. And then I'll just go and shade all my other NARS foundations too. So I've got the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation in the shade Aruba. Maybe you guys can get a gauge for the shade. I honestly feel like the NARS foundations are quite forgiving in the shades. This is the Sheer Glow in the shade Syracuse. Like, even that one looks nice. For me personally, I found that even if it's a darker foundation, you can just lighten it up. Or if it's too light, then you can do the same but with bronzer. And this is the soft matte foundation in the shade Barcelona. Oh yeah, so that's where it sits on the spectrum of those. I think that Vanuatu, that one might be a nice match. I'll wipe all of these off. I'll quickly do that again and just swatch it next to some other ones. And in the shade Vanuatu, so that's a nice big swatch. And then I've got the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 240W. Oh yeah. While I'm here, I'll swatch the other Rare Beauty one too, because I've got both shades. And then the shade 280N. Hourglass stick foundation in the Vanish stick foundation in the shade Golden. This is the Maybelline full coverage foundation in the shade 36 Warm Sun. This is a nice match too. A couple more. Got the Fenty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 290. Those are a very similar shade match on me. And then lastly, we'll throw in the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 3W2 Cashew. The shade matches really nice. Also, in MAC, I am NC40 in the Studio Fix foundation. I'll wipe all of this away. Now, let's get into the application. So I'll do my usual style. On one side, I'll do a beauty blender. And on the other side, I will use a brush. I'll use my damp beauty blender to blend it all out. Yeah, that's not too bad. I lean very heavily to yellow foundations because of my undertone. NARS is such a special place in my heart because it was like the first foundation that I purchased. Well, not the first one I've ever purchased, but the first one that was non-comedogenic and my sensitive skin was alright with it. And that was the Sheer Glow, so we love a good base. I just haven't used a tinted moisturizer yet. But yeah, this is looking good. Nice and like not dewy, but your skin, you can still see your skin. You can also, I think, build it up in places where you want a bit more product, but I don't really put that much on because I just don't want to look, I don't love a thick layer foundation on me anymore. put some on that side. I'm just gonna have to check on my finger. And I didn't put a primer on, however, I do have sunscreen on. Going with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush and blend it all out. And we'll see how this blends with a brush. I feel like I could have even done less foundation. Of course, blend your foundation into your ears. I always notice when my foundation does not blend, when I've forgotten to blend it into my ears, and you just see like a different color ear. Okay, so that's how that looks. Honestly, I don't mind both applications, like that's okay. But I'm always kind of partial to the beauty blender because I just feel like it, maybe with the addition of like it being damp, it just kind of sits a lot nicer and blends in a bit better. Yeah, I hear my babies have to go, but it's currently 11:41 a.m. 11:41 a.m. Maybe I'll do like just a quick glance and then I'll come back and give you an update of how it's sitting, and then I'll do a couple of check-ins throughout the day. I'm back. I did have to turn up my ISO a little bit just because I'm filming in front of a window and the sun has been coming in and out, and then I just closed the blinds. It went a little dark, so I've upped it a little bit. I've done my eye makeup and I haven't put anything else on my face yet, so I thought I'd come back and do that with you guys. So firstly, I'll just chuck some concealer on. The ones that I'm currently loving, this one by Maybelline and this Fenty one. So the Maybelline Fit Me in medium and the Fenty Pro Filter in 290. So I just did the Maybelline first because it kind of counteracts the darkness. Now, if you guys want to know how to get this eyeshadow look, it's just like a simple matte brown shadow look, and I filmed it in my Get Ready With Me that went up a few weeks ago. That one is already live. Oh yeah, so I didn't even say what time it is. It is currently 1 p.m. Yeah, foundation wise, I think it looks okay. Like it's a good match. I think that obviously I just have some discoloration, pigmentation around my mouth. Base is done. I'm gonna set with some powder. It's just the Fenty Pro Filter foundation, the banana powder. Just kind of set everywhere. I would usually also add setting spray, but since it's a foundation review, I won't do that. For bronzer, I'll use my Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie because I do look a little bit pale with no color on my face. Pretty much just warming up my face, bringing some color back to it. For blush, I'll use my Rare Beauty blush in Nearly Neutral. I just kind of use my finger with this one. Really, I think this is my current, one of my favorite blushes. But I do feel like because it's a cream, it just kind of rubs off anything underneath it. You can tell I put concealer over this spot, which I don't even know what it is. Random discoloration that popped up and it kind of rubbed off the concealer. It's because I'm trying to layer a cream product on top of powders, obviously, which doesn't really work. NARS blush, I think it's called Deep Throat. We'll try that. Just layer it on top. I'm just going to go in my Becca Opal and just pop that on the high points. Now all I have to do is just do some liner. What's it called? Lip balm? Lipstick? So I'll go in with Rare Beauty, my Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Wise. Oh my gosh, can you see that the lighting is like just kind of coming in and out? And for lipstick, I'm going to use the, is it still available? The Makeup Revolution Surf X lipstick in syrup. Honestly, any nude will do. Foundation wise, I think it looks good. It's like a decent match. This is what I mean. I feel like you can make a wide range of NARS foundation work for you. Just with like lighter concealer, bronzing up a bit more. So far so good. I do really like it. But yeah, I'll wear it for another few hours and then see. I'll try to do a check-in with you guys a bit later. It's currently 1:15 or 1:14. So I've been wearing it for about 2 hours. I'll come back in another few hours and hopefully do a check-in. Okay, before I cancel this, I just wanted to show you guys. My lighting is just all over the show. I'm filming in front of a window. But look, if I put down my ISO, that's lower, that's lower, that's lower, that's lower. Just so you guys see what I look like, I guess. Not that makes a difference. But the background goes so dark. So I typically film between this one or this one. But I don't have any background lights anymore, so they're looking quite dark back there. Should probably set up a light actually and charge one. I am finally back. I was supposed to film like a check-in video around, I think 2 or 3. However, we had some water blasting happening outside and I couldn't film with it. Like the audio would have just been background noise, water blasting. I shelved that and we went out so I could film like another portion of this other video. It is now currently 6 o'clock or 6 p.m. So I've been wearing this for about 7 hours, almost 7 hours I believe. And honestly, it still looks pretty good. Like if anything, you can still see where it wore off over here over that like random pigmentation that I've got. But yeah, aside from it, it looks good. Like I was filming some Instagram stories earlier, which I'll maybe pop over here with the studio lighting. And then on the Instagram camera, it looks like a filter, but I had no filter on. I don't filter my photos. Well, not of my face. You like how it's been wearing throughout the day? Color match I think is okay. I feel like I could have probably used a variety of the different shades. I think I could even use Barcelona, possibly Aruba. Like I think it's quite generous in their, what is it called? In their color selection. I just need to type in NARS Light Reflecting and see. Does it have a thing top? Okay, Shannon is like literally showing the pump. Okay, so mine just is pump must be stuck. What did I do to this? I honestly don't know. Like you can't even close it. Anyways, foundation is great. I love the formula. I love how it's worn over the last 7 hours. Like it still looks good, still photographs well, and you can still see my skin underneath. So big fan. Keep in mind that I do have dry, sensitive skin. So someone who has oily skin might have like a different, I guess, opinion on this. But my skin is, like I said, dry and sensitive, so I can kind of get away with wearing a foundation all day. The only thing I would do is I would spray some setting spray, whatever foundation I'm wearing, just so it kind of lasts a bit longer, but so far so good. And the only other thing with me is like, obviously you can kind of see some of the foundation, or it might even be the concealer. Like I think it starts to sit just on the surface a little bit, so once I blot that away, then it just looks a little bit nicer. I think that's just like a side effect of me wearing foundation all day. Like it happens with every foundation, is after a while I find that it's just like, I don't know if it's oils or what, but it's just like something sitting on the skin. So I just kind of use like a paper towel or a tissue just to blot it away. Anyways, so far actually loving it. And yeah, the only thing is the flippin' pump. I don't know if mine is stuck or what's happening in there. I don't know how to figure that out. I don't even know how I'm going to close this. Like it just won't close. If you guys have tried this foundation, let me know what you guys think of it. Where does this sit in all of the other NARS foundations? If you're a NARS foundation lover like I am. But yeah, I'll continue to use this. Actually, I need to figure out how to close it, but I'll try to continue to use it. If you guys have any questions, comments, requests for videos, then leave them down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone. Pop any other shade. Oh, I've got foundation in my hair. Damn, I just washed it yesterday. Oh my gosh, I've seen a white hair. I need to pull that one. I'm gonna find my highlighter brush. Highlighter brush. Hello. Oh yeah, okay. I was like, is my audio off?